Hi everyone. I have not posted in a really long time. I got a little bit overwhelmed with life and work, and at the time I was also trying to run an Etsy shop. But now that life has slowed down in the last like 2 or 3 years, I decided to get my booktube channel up and running again. So I am going to post a I'm going to talk about my September reads. So I am in the middle of reading 3 books four books on audio, 2 on audio, 2 on Kindle. So I'm currently reading A Poison Study on my Kindle, but I'm also trying to finish Soul in the Deep because I'm in a blog tour for it this weekend. So that one took priority. So I'm still reading both of those on my Kindle. And then on my audiobook, I am making my way very slowly through Words of Radiance. And then I am also rereading A Discovery of Witches because it is spooky season, if you can't tell. And I have a cat who apparently would like to be on YouTube. Yeah. Also a quick life update for the last couple years. We bought a house and moved in spring. So I have a fabulous, this is what our reading loft. Sorry if you can hear the air conditioning, but this is our reading loft. So these are special editions, all my unread books. Hopefully nothing just fell on me because I tapped them. And yeah, I'm really excited to post showing my library downstairs, which is all of my read books, showing that together, and eventually posting some bookshelf tours. Let me know down below if you want to see these shelves first or the other ones, or both in the same video. I don't know if I'll show every single book, pull them all out, like I know some people do. I might just show each kind of individual shelf. But yeah. So those are the 4 books that I'm currently reading that I don't anticipate finishing before the end of the month. And there's one book that I'm hoping I'm gonna finish and read in a day to fulfill one of my TB Arvitar prompts, which I'll be posting a TB Arvitar video in the next few days, which, if you don't know about that, that is a game that was made by Book Roast, G at Book Roast. So I'll put a link down below to her video that explains that whole thing, and and that'll give you links to her Google Drive with all of the information in it as well. But so I need to read a paperback book, and I think Not the Witch You Wed will be a really fast, one-day read. I mean, it's short, it's romance. So yeah, so we will see, and I will update you if I do end up finishing it tomorrow, but I wanted to get some stuff filmed today so that I can batch a few videos and hopefully get this channel back up. Editing Megan here. I did not finish Not the Witch You Wed in a day. It took me a week to read it, and I just finished it last week, so that was some high hopes, but yeah. Props to Past Megan for being a little overly ambitious. So back to the books I've actually, I have one more book that I'm currently reading. I will update you when I finish Babel. I'm definitely finishing this before the end of the month. So yeah, right now I have a little under 200 pages left. I'm on page 380. I think it's in part 4. And right now it's a 5-star read. This book is so important, and it covers so many things like colonialism and racism, and just academia in general, and the flaws that it has, but also how enchanting it can be. And it is a really important read, I think, for everyone to pick up at some point, but only when you're ready, because it is kind of heavy. It's not super depressing, but it covers a lot of heavy stuff. So yeah, I think this will be a 5-star read. I'll let you know once I do finish it. Okay, so books I actually read this month. So first off, I'll talk about a DNF. So I started the Dragonbone Share for a book club that I'm in, and I got maybe 8 hours into it. I think it was about 200 pages. and I put it down. It was so boring. Nothing happened. The main character just whined about how he didn't want to do chores around the castle, and then they added in like a little bit of action, and then nothing happened again. So thank goodness my book club also decided not to finish it, and we're reading a different book now, which I'll talk about in my TBR video. So yeah, thank goodness. So that was a terrible read. I don't recommend it. There's definitely way better fantasy out there. Speaking of, one of the books I read this month is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. This book is so cozy, it is so cute, it is so sweet. If you want a book about found family, and accepting yourself and love, there's a love story too. I definitely recommend you pick up this book. If you really enjoyed The House in the Cerulean Sea, this is definitely going to be up your alley, and it's the perfect cozy read for spooky season. I gave this 5 stars. I love it so much, and I definitely am going to be rereading it probably next year. I also read Love on the Brain this month, and this, hang on, let me look up what I rated this one. Okay, sorry, I forgot. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was really fun. I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed Love Hypothesis. Well, a little less. It took me a little bit to get into it, which I wasn't expecting because this is a romance book. And so that's why it dropped down half a rating. But it's a really fun read. It's a really fast read. If you want kind of like very light enemies to lovers in a contemporary romance. I definitely recommend you pick this up if you're interested in women in STEM. It's just a fun read. Also, it's got Grumpy Sunshine, which is one of my favorite tropes. So I read this month, and then the other book, because it's been a little bit of a slow reading month over here, especially since I've picked up so many different audiobooks and ebooks without finishing some. But the other book I read is Lobizona, and that is by Romina Garber. And oh my gosh, this book is so good. So I gave this 5 stars. So this is about Manu and her journey to finding out what she is after her kind of adopted grandmother is attacked in Miami in their apartment, and her mom is arrested by ICE. And she ends up going to a magical school where all of the women are brujas, or witches, and all of the men are werewolves, and her finding out how she fits into that world. And it's just, again, found family, love it. I love really strong friendships, which this definitely has, and as well as fighting systems of oppression, also just giving a point of view into the life of somebody who is undocumented in this country, while still letting them have magical powers and how they can fight all of that, because they have magical powers. So I'm really excited to pick up the second book. I need to grab a copy of it. But yeah, this is amazing. I loved it. So that is everything that I've read this month. Like I said, it was a really light reading month. I did the Magical Readathon, also hosted by Book Roast. Sorry, my cat's trying to eat one of my books. In August, and so I just needed to take things a little bit slower. And also, Babel has been taking me a really long time to read, not because it's bad or it's slow, but just because I know it's important and I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, stay tuned for my TBR video, maybe some reading vlogs, definitely bookshelf tour, and just looking at how my library downstairs came together. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I'll see you soon.